Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Well, howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas history roundup for, my God, September 1st. It's already September 1st. So happy September. Happy dove hunting, of course. Cannot wait to get out there in the field. Hope you are too. All right, let's start here. 1835, Stephen F. Austin arrived in Velasco after his 2.5-year ordeal in Mexico. Austin had gone to Mexico City in April 1833 to lobby for Texas statehood. After fruitless negotiations, he was imprisoned for 3 months on suspicion of inciting unrest in Texas with a letter he had written. He then spent almost a year in Mexico City before being permitted to leave. In 1835, the San Felipe, heavily armed and transporting munitions, was approached by the Mexican vessel Correo Mexicano, which had been dispatched to Anahuac to restore order. The Lara, towing the San Felipe into cannon range of the Correo Mexicano, and the Mexican ship was captured the next day. The duel between the San Felipe and the Correo Mexicano was the first naval engagement in the Texas Revolution. In 1859, Indians from 2 Texas reservations were relocated to the Wichita Agency in Indian Territory. In 1854, the Texas legislature had established the Brazos Reservation for Caddos, Wacos, Anadarkos, and Tonkawas in Young County, and another for Comanches in Throckmorton County. For multiple reasons, including Indian actions against settlers, exaggeration of these actions, and a major incident the previous spring in which Indian leader John Hatterbox and 2 settlers were killed, Major Robert S. Neighbors, the supervisor for Indians in Texas, relocated his charges. That seemed a little long-winded. In 1889, Waco's suspension bridge crossing the Brazos River was sold to the city of Waco for $1 and opened as a free bridge. In 1927, Carl N. Reynolds made his debut with the Chicago White Sox. Reynolds had been a 4-sport standout at Southwestern University. Over his 1927 to 1939 professional career, he played for the White Sox, the Senators, the Browns, the Red Sox, and the Cubs. He had a .302 career batting average and batted .420 in 1932, his best year. Well, I'd say that's probably one of the best years ever in MLB. Reynolds, who was born at La Rue in 1903 and passed away in Houston in 1978, is a member of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. In 1933, future Texas Governor D. Ann Richards was born in Lakeview. In 1991, she was inaugurated Governor of Texas, the second woman to hold that office. Richards was endowed with a sense of wit and had gained national attention even before becoming governor. In a keynote address at the 1988 Democratic National Convention, she remarked, "Poor George, he can't help it. He was born with a silver foot in his mouth," in referring to George H.W. Bush. Richards died in Austin in 2006. In 1948, Gib Gilchrist became the first chancellor of the Texas A&M University system. Gilchrist had served several years as the Texas State Highway Engineer, during which he had overseen development of the Texas Farm-to-Market road system. He had been appointed president of Texas A&M in 1944. He died in 1972. In 1964, Irvin S. Perry became the first black faculty member at UT Austin when he joined the Department of Civil Engineering. He was named Texas Young Engineer of the Year in 1970 by the Texas chapter of the National Society of Professional Engineers. Perry died in 1970 and was buried in Cold Spring, the place of his birth, in 1935. The Perry Castaneda Library on the UT Austin campus is named in his and Carlos E. Castaneda's honor. And in 1969, the 3-day Louisville Music Festival, which featured about 30 musical groups, including Janis Joplin, Led Zeppelin, Sly Stone, B.B. King, and Grand Funk Railroad, ended. the town with a population of about 8,000 was inundated by about 120,000 attendees. This festival occurred just a few weeks after the famous Woodstock Festival. And finally, I will leave you with a quote that I have here from John Steinbeck. Texas is a state of mind. Texas is an obsession. Above all, Texas is a nation in every sense of the word. All right, folks. Well, get out there, shoot some dove, and I will talk to you on the next one, on the next Texas History Roundup. That was your Roundup for September 1st. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, talk to you tomorrow. Y'all take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.